Your book should be down. All right, our first word is meets. Meets. Look at the picture. What do you think that means? Meets. Not like two people are meeting each other. Remember, our theme for this module was teamwork. Been talking about sports. What does meets mean, Anna?
It means like when a track, you guys all get together to practice.
Almost, kind of. You're super, super, super close. Addie?
Like stretching. Where you get ready for stuff and you're like meet together like to start and like in the pictures they getting ready to run.
Not quite. Anna's answer was closest. Y'all did a good job of trying to use the picture to help you, but I will tell you, meets is a noun. Meets are when swimmers or runners take part in a race. Their events are called meets, like a track meet or a swim meet, okay? Everybody got it? Marley, look up here. Look, meets. Meets, okay? Swimmers and track runners have meets. All right, what does disappointed mean? Disappointed, Addie, what does that mean?
Like not angry, but kind of in the middle of it, like kind of sad.
Yeah, that's exactly right. If you're disappointed, you're sad that something didn't happen the way you wanted it to. Something didn't meet your expectation. You had an idea in your head and whatever happened didn't live up to the expectation. All right? What about upset? Upset. Ariana?
Like when somebody's sad because something sad happened, like an animal passed away.
Yep, that's exactly right. Good example. If you're upset, you're sad or unhappy about something, that's an adjective. It's a describing word. All right? What about concentrated? Concentrated. Show me your concentrated face. Show me your concentrated face. What does it mean if you concentrated on something, Marin?
It means you're focusing really, really hard on
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah, very good. It's a verb. If you have concentrated on something, you have focused all your thoughts on it, okay? What about personal? It's an adjective. It's a describing word. Kanan?
It's like something you do daily, kind of.
Say it again.
Something you do daily.
Not quite. Scarlett?
Like, so like, something can be like personal, or like you can have personal space.
Ooh,
To
personal
yourself.
space. Yes, to yourself. If something is personal, it is connected to and only about one person. Okay? Very good. This is an adjective. It's a describing word. All right. So, really quick, one thing that I want to talk about before we read our story is, I know I did not teach y'all yesterday. Miss Di taught y'all, but Monday, we were talking about monitor and clarify, and we were talking about what we can do if we don't understand what we just read. And one thing that I mentioned to the class on Monday was if I don't understand something that I just read, you can look it up on Google or you can look it up in a what? What is this?
Dictionary.
A dictionary. This is the dictionary that I had when I was in 3rd grade. So I was going to pass it around really quick so that y'all could look at it. Now, I know that most of y'all have seen a dictionary before. But I wanted y'all to see it again and be able to hold it, flip through it for a couple of seconds. All right? Yes, Harry.
My brother, he really loves Star Wars, so he has like a Star Wars dictionary, and like it's all about like Star Wars stuff.
That's really cool. Yeah, there might be a dictionary on a certain topic. That's exactly right. Hang on just a minute and I'll take your hands, but I'm going to let y'all start passing this dictionary around. You can flip through it real quick and then pass it to the next person, okay? All right? Yes.
What about the one that you like? Did you write a dictionary?
No, but that was the dictionary I had when I was in 3rd grade, when I was your age. All right, hands down. Hold on just a minute. Hold that thought. I love that y'all have so many things that you want to share, but we have a lot to get through today, so I need you to hold your thoughts for just a minute. Okay? All right? So, the skill that we're going to work on again today, this is relevant to our dictionary, right? Is monitor and clarify, because we know good readers always ask and answer what? Questions, right? When you read, do you ask yourself questions to make sure that you're understanding what you're reading? Yes, all the time. By the way, what we're talking about right now is going to be on your exit ticket, so pay extra attention, okay? All right? So, monitor and clarify. Ask yourself, do I understand what I just read? If yes, keep reading. If not, when you don't understand a word, you can decode it again. If you decode a word, it means you break up the word. Can you pay attention? It means you break up the word, try to break it down, look at it one by one, right? Okay? If you don't understand a word, you can look for context clues. That means you're looking around in the text to try to figure out what the word means. You can replace it with another word, or you can look it up in a what? In a dictionary or a glossary. A glossary is like a miniature dictionary at the end of a book that you're reading. It'll have some of the words from the book. I'll have to give y'all an example one day. I'll try to find a book that has one. If a section of a text is confusing, pay extra good attention because it's going to be on your exit ticket. When a section of a text is confusing, you could make notes about what confuses you. You can think about what you already know, so that's called prior knowledge. Kason, if you're thinking about what you already know, that's prior knowledge. You can also reread and look for details you might have missed, or you can look at, somebody raise their hand and tell me what this says. You can look at, Scarlett? Images and text features, very good. What is another word for image? Who can raise their hand and tell me another word for image? Ariana.
Photograph.
A photograph, Or it could also be what kind of feature is it, Kinsley?
Picture.
Almost, keep thinking about it.
Oh.
What kind of feature? A text feature, or what's an image an example of? What kind of feature? Not a text feature, but a graphic feature, very good. Y'all were all gonna say the same thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, good job. All right, so when a section, when a section of a text is confusing, you can look at images, which is another word for picture or photograph, and those two things would be a graphic feature, or you can look at the text features. Okay?
Is photo one?
Yes, photo, yes. Yep, that's one thing you can look at if you don't understand what you just read. All right, so we are going to read a new story today. It's called Running Rivals. I want you to look at your book, look at the title, look at the cover page. Think about our theme for this module, okay? So, I want to talk to you a little bit about what genre the text might be. Now, remember, think about the story that we read before we went on break. It was called Soccer Shootout, and it was about Burke and Ryan, okay? This story is very similar. The genre is called realistic fiction. Now, it's not based on a true story, but you might be able to relate to some of the characters in the story. And it might be something that maybe could happen in real life, right? But did it really happen?
No.
If it's fiction, that means it's fake, it's fantasy. But if it's realistic fiction, it could be something that might happen in real life. Okay? Does that make sense? Yes.
Instead of a picture or a photo diagram.
Yeah, a diagram, that would also be a graphic feature. All right, so realistic fiction tells a story about characters and events that are like those in real life. Remember, characters and events are literary elements, story elements, the ingredients that make up a story. Authors of realistic fiction tell the story through a plot that includes a conflict and its resolution. Remember, the conflict is the problem, the resolution, what are you playing with? Stop doing that. Remember, the conflict is the problem in the story, and the resolution is how the problem gets solved. That is part of the plot. Say plot. Plot. The plot is made up of the conflict and the resolution in the story. And there is a conflict in the story, just like there was in Soccer Shootout that we read before we went on break. Realistic fiction includes characters who act, think, and speak like real people. So like I said, you guys are probably going to be able to relate to the characters in the story. And some realistic fiction includes a theme or a lesson learned by the main character. There is a lesson in the story. I will tell you that. So, here's what I want you to do. Think about the title. The title is Running Rivals. Think about the genre of the story. We said it was realistic fiction. Good. This text is about a track meet. This text is about a track meet. What do you already know about track? What would you like to learn? So you're answering those questions. What do you know about track? What would you like to learn? In that box right here in your book, okay?